This is in defense of Turn Blue, an album by the Black Keys. So the Black Keys made it big, or at least crossed over onto a big scale with the release of Brothers and their single Tighten Up. I have that album. It's a good album. They followed it up with El Camino fairly quickly, an album full of songs that were fun to play in concert and songs that were fast and slow and fast and slow. It's a good listen to. It bounces back and forth between extremes, and it's got a lot of catchy tunes. But it is kind of like random, retro-inspired garage rock with blues influences and all that stuff. It's the Black Keys. They don't really make like albums with a story or like a movement or a theme. It's just, I came into the studio and I made the best things I can do. Here you go, take them or leave them. That's admirable, but it is a little weird that by the time Black Keys finally put out Turn Blue and everyone was getting a little sick of their shit, maybe especially the drummer's shit, when they produced an album that actually had a theme and had a story, people weren't as big on it for some reason. I know it's not as simple as some of the music in their more popular albums, but I really liked Turn Blue. It hit me at a time where I was feeling some of those emotions. It's not, my story is not the same as Dan's story, as Black Keys' story. It's not, I didn't have a divorce to go with the divorce album, but the feeling of loneliness and like trying to move on from that part of your life was definitely relevant to me at the time. So it's surprising me when people don't like this album. Like, if you want the hits, if you want the Black Keys retro-inspired hits, like, they're there. They tried to make that album before Turn Blue turned into the thing that it was. So with things like Fever and Gotta Get Away, like, those are your Black Keys hits, man. Where I really like the album is when it tells that story of Dan's divorce, that the sadness, the anger, the feeling of trying to move on with your life and then successfully moving on with your life. You can feel that in songs like The Weight of Love, which might be the most epic song they've ever made. It kind of sums up the album. If you really wanted to listen to the entire album, you might just have to listen to Weight of Love by itself and you get the point. But you can feel it on Weight of Love. You can feel it on Year in Review, Waiting on the Words, In Our Prime, which is a very fucking good song and could have even ended the album, apparently. All that's there, and I highly recommend listening to that. But the hits are too. Gotta Get Away. It could be on any other Black Keys album, and you probably would have enjoyed it more than when it was on this album. So, hey man, give this album a chance. I really recommend it. If you only could listen to like 5 songs on this album: Weight of Love, Turn Blue, Fever, In Our Prime, Gotta Get Away. And I say that and I'm like, no, but I want more songs from that list. Like, it's a good album, man. Just listen to it.